Welcome everyone to today's Listening Part 3, Listening for Information Analysis. Before we start, I want to let you know that I will be following the Listening Part 3, Listening for Information Tips and Strategies Guide. We can find this guide in our CELPIP library. In the Listening Part 3 section, we have a video about some excellent tips and strategies that you can use for part 3 to make you listen more effectively and answer the questions more effectively. So I will leave a link in the description box to our CELPIP library. And if you're interested in that video, it will really help you out, okay? For now, I'm only going to be quickly reviewing the pages of that guide, okay? The guide tells you about how to listen effectively. For example, listen in full sentence mode, not vocabulary mode. Very important. And also, what information should we focus on? This is very important for every listening part, such as understanding the situation and the context. Okay. Also, what do we do when we are listening to the questions? Repeating the question is a very important tip. And what should we do when we are responding the questions? Yes, what can we do? What are some good strategies? So you can pause this video to read that guide over, or you can watch the video in the CELPIP library. For now, let's get started with today's analysis. Okay, so everyone, what we will do is I'm going to let the conversation play completely. And then after that, I'm going to give you a chance to answer the questions. So as the audio plays, I will be showing you the answers selections for each question. And you can write down your answer, what you think it is, okay? And then after that, we will analyze the answers together, okay? So first, let's listen to today's conversation. Make sure you follow some guides. I would definitely try to repeat as much of the information as I can. And if you can take notes, that would be great. And let's try to focus on the main ideas of the conversation, okay? And some specific information about those ideas. And that will really help us. Okay, so now let's listen to the conversation.
Listening for information. Good morning, Northwest Hydro, Constance speaking. How can I help you?
You can help me feel less confused, I hope. I live at 743 Rosemount Avenue, apartment 5.
Okay, one moment please while I bring up your account. Perfect. How can I help you today, sir?
I've been living here for almost 4 months, since December. Yesterday, my landlord told me I should have phoned you to set up my hydro account and arrange to make payments. Here it is late March. I haven't received a single hydro bill, and I haven't paid Northwest Hydro 1 cent. The electricity bill for this apartment must be 3 months overdue.
Well, actually, it appears that someone's been paying the costs for you.
Seriously? Who?
I'm afraid I'm not allowed to disclose that information.
Was it the last tenant who lived here? I know she moved to Beijing. Didn't she notify you that she moved out and cancel her hydro account?
I'm afraid I can't disclose that personal information, but I can tell you that we will register you as responsible for this account, and we will send you a hydro bill for a total of $240, covering December 1st through March 31st. Any person or organization who was paying your hydro bill will be reimbursed.
No problem. I'm responsible for the bill and I want to pay. I was worried that my electricity would be cut off for non-payment.
Actually, Northwest Hydro has a policy of not cutting off people's electricity during the winter months. It's 20 below zero outside. People, well, they depend on us to survive. But if an account goes unpaid for 3 months in the summer, then we do cut off the power.
That's a good policy. Not that I'm the type of person who doesn't pay my bills, but it's good to know.
Well, we're happy to help.
Thank goodness it's winter. I love winter.
Okay, everyone, so now let's go through the questions one by one, and I will give you a chance to answer. So please write down your answer or keep in mind your answer, and then after we will review together. Here we go.
Question 1. Why did the man call the woman?
Because someone is paying his power bill, because he's uncertain of his account status, because his landlord doesn't want to pay the bill, because he wants to renew his hydro account.
Question 2. Why is the man asking about the situation now?
Because he had waited for his power service, because the bill is 4 months overdue, because he is unaware of setting up the account, because he didn't want to pay the 4 months.
Question 3. Why does the man want information about the former tenant?
Because he would like to meet her, because he would like to return the favor, because he wants to tell her to cancel the account, because he wants her to pay some of the bill.
Question 4. Why does the man now have power in his apartment?
Someone had taken care of it, the company had overcharged him, the landlord had covered the bill, someone paid him.
Question 5. Which power company policy is the man happy with?
Never cutting power off, maintaining power running in the winter, providing 3 months of not paying, cutting power off for 3 months only.
Question 6. What will the woman do after the phone call?
Call the previous account holder, send the landlord the bill, not cut off the man's power, set up the man's account. Okay, so now let's review our answers, everyone. Okay. So, question number 1 is why did the man call the woman? Okay, so because someone is paying his power bill, I'm not sure. Well, he didn't know, I think. He didn't know yet. He's uncertain. Uncertain means doesn't know of his account status. So he doesn't know what's going on with his account because his landlord doesn't want to pay the bill. I'm not sure if the landlord is paying because he wants to renew his hydro account. I'm not sure about renew. I believe it should be B because he said he didn't know what's going on with his power account. Let's double check with our script. Okay, good morning, Northwest Hydro, Constance speaking. How can I help you? You can help me feel less confused, I hope. I live at 743 Rosamond Avenue, apartment 5. So he's confused. So he doesn't know what's going on. I've been living here almost 4 months since December. Yesterday, my landlord told me I should have phoned you to set up my hydro account and arrange to make payments. So his landlord told him he needs to start or set up. So yes, it sounds like he is not sure. He's not sure, uncertain of his account status. Okay. What about number 2? Why is the man asking about the situation now? Okay, why? Because he had waited for his power service. I don't think he's waiting. I think he has power because the bill is 4 months overdue. Maybe it's overdue. Overdue means you haven't paid or it's not paid for 4 months because he was unaware of setting up the account. Unaware means doesn't know. And I think that this one is correct because we read that. Because he didn't want to pay the 4 months. No, not about didn't want to pay. He knows he has to pay. I believe it's C. We read that same paragraph right here. My landlord told me I should have phoned you to set up my hydro account. Should have phoned means he didn't phone yet. So should have phoned. So he had to do it, but didn't do it. So he was unaware he needed to do it. So he was unaware of setting up the account. Number 3, why does the man want information about the former tenant? The former tenant, the person who lived there before. Okay, why? Because he would like to meet her. I don't think so. They said something about not knowing who it was. Because he would like to return the favor. Return the favor means maybe that person did something good. Someone does something good for you. You want to do something good for that person. So you want to return the favor. Maybe because he wants to tell her to cancel the account. Maybe because he wants her to pay some of the bill. I think she already paid. And I think it's this one here. Let's look back. Okay. Well, actually, it appears that someone's been paying the costs for you. Seriously? Who? I'm afraid I'm not allowed to disclose that information. So the woman says that she can't. She's sorry. I'm afraid. I'm sorry. I'm not allowed to tell you that information. So he wants to know who it is. And the woman says she can't say. Was it the last tenant who lived here? I know she moved to Beijing. Didn't she notify you that she'd move out and cancel her hydro account? Again, I can't tell you that information. No problem. I'm responsible for the bill and I want to pay. I was worried that my electricity would be cut off. Okay. So I believe that he wants to pay. He says he wants to pay. So this tells me that maybe he wants to pay that person back. But he doesn't know who it is. Now let's look at the other answers. Not meet her, not tell her to cancel. He would like to return the favor, pay her back, I think is the best answer. Okay, question 4. Why does the man now have power in his apartment? Well, someone paid, I think. Someone had taken care of it. Taking care of it. Had taken care of it. Had taken care of the bill. And take care of the bill means pay the bill. So someone had paid it. This should be the answer. The company overcharged him, charged him too much, charged him extra. No. The landlord had covered the bill. It wasn't the landlord who had covered. Covered the bill also means paid the bill. Covered the bill, paid. Someone paid him, not someone paid him, the man. No one paid him. So it should be A. The former tenant paid the bill. Okay, number 5. Which power company policy is the man happy with? So something about the company, some policy. Never cutting power off. I remember them talking about not cutting the power off, but was it never? Maintaining power running in the winter. So running means working. So they keep the power working in the winter, providing 3 months of not paying. So 3 months of free service. Cutting power off 3 months only. I think it was something to do with with B. So he says here, I was worried that my electricity would be cut off for non-payment. And then she says, actually, Northwest Hydro has a policy of not cutting off people's electricity during the winter months. Okay, it's 20 below zero outside. People, well, they depend on us to survive. Sounds like Canada, minus 20 in the winter. Okay. So if an account goes unpaid for 3 months in the summer, then we do cut off the power. Okay. So again, it's not never. They do cut it off sometimes if they don't pay for 3 months. 3 months of not paying? No. 3 months if they don't pay for 3 months. Cutting for 3 months only? No. If they don't pay for 3 months. So they said, or she said, that they keep the power running. Maintaining means keeping in the winter. Okay. Never cutting it off. And question 6. What will the woman do after the phone call? Okay. Call the previous account holder, so the one who has the account before. Send the landlord the bill, so send the bill to the landlord. Not cut off the man's power. Okay, and set up the man's account. Start the man's account. I believe it will be set up the man's account. I believe it will be that one. Well, it doesn't really say here. It doesn't say clearly. This is one of those questions where it's not direct. So we have to assume, because she did mention up here, I think. Okay, over here. But I can tell you that we will register you as responsible for this account and we'll send you a hydro bill for a total of $240. Okay, so they probably, when she finishes this conversation, she's going to register him in the account or set up the account. Set up the account. Not cut the power off or landlord, or not call the previous account holder. This one is better here. Okay, everyone, it's a very good idea to review the script so we can understand it better. Okay, always a good idea. And also, let's try to understand more clearly why the answer is the answer and the other answers are not the answer. That's very good for building our comprehension or comprehensive skills. Okay, and also I will leave in the description box, I will leave a link to review our review exercise of this listening. So the same listening conversation, but we will have different answers for you to practice. Okay? So make sure you practice. Also, if you want to see more listening videos like this, then don't forget to subscribe and like this listening content. Okay, let's practice. I would like to remind you that if you're looking for some more listening, reading, writing, or speaking CELPIP exam practice, then you should definitely subscribe to our CELPIP library. The CELPIP library has hundreds of examples of listening, reading, writing, and speaking, which will help you develop your score, whatever the score you need. Also, the library contains vocabulary, listening skills, reading skills, grammar, and writing skills exercises, which will really help you improve your general understanding of English and also for the exam. So, and you can purchase a 1 month pass or a 2 month or a 3 month subscription for a very low price. And of course, if you really enjoyed this content, then please like this video, share it, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. That way we will keep on producing more CELPIP analysis for your development. Have a great day.